What's up, your boy Big G? Is it about time we got a Savage Hulk or people for Professor Hulk still? I can answer that easily. I'd rather see a Savage Hulk now than see a Smart Hulk again. It's about time they changed that up, and it took a little bit, but I'm glad they did it. I'd rather see a vicious, badass Hulk fight, say Wolverine, for instance, instead of a Smart Hulk any day. I mean, it would be a sad movie to see Wolverine versus a smart Bruce Banner shots Hulk now than ever. I mean, it would be like, okay, this movie sucks, gotta go, bye. If it was a Savage Hulk kicking his ass and fighting, doing the same thing he does, that's fucking awesome. You don't want to see a crappy version of a Hulk at all. You want to see a really vicious Savage Hulk, which we do need in the MCU. It's about time they kind of went to that extent where we need that character. We want that character. It's very important that we do get it. Which I think we will. I mean, if we do get this in Brand New Day, and we see the whoever the villain is or whatever that is, and we get a vicious Savage Hulk, this is awesome. This is what I think people and the fans want to see around the world. I mean, I wanted to see this for a long time. I mean, we really haven't gotten this. I think literally since the first Avengers movie and a little bit in Infinity War. I mean, it's more critical now that we get something like that version of this Hulk than ever. I mean, if he does get his own movie, if he's they have been in talks about it, we'll see what happens. If it does, it doesn't, whatever. But that'd be pretty cool to see. But it's just you want that type of character to come into play sooner than later. Because if we don't, it's gonna suck, and then no one's gonna want to see this. No one's gonna be interested in this type of stuff. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be the worst thing we've done. And you move on from it. But to see this version of Mark Ruffalo's character, slash Hulk, slash Bruce Banner here, you want that kind of viciousness. You want it enough to really give it the push, the edge that it needs to go for it. Because if we don't, then we're just stuck with a useless version of a Hulk that no one's gonna care about, and it's gonna suck completely. But I think now is the time to really give it enough thought that okay, here's a Savage Hulk. I'm gonna put him in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll see what happens going forward. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. In Secret Wars, I don't think we'll see him in Avengers Doomsday, but who knows? It's things like that that give the MCU the credit that its credit is due towards something like this. Because again, you want to think about the best characters we've seen so far throughout the years, and Hulk's definitely on that list, along with everybody else. That you need this type of character. You want this type of motivation and spark something because you need it. And if we didn't get this version of Hulk and it stayed towards a smarter version of it, it wouldn't be the greatest, but again, it would have to do at least for now that people be like, oh, when are we gonna get a vicious, side of Hulk that we need to see that you get in the comics and you've seen in other movies? But it's just like enough's enough. We want to start getting this into production eventually. That we want to see this, and this is important because this tells you that they care and they want to see this happen. I want to see it as well. I mean, I'm just very curious to see what this outcome is and how it betrays into what we see going forward. I mean, it definitely gives it, a perspective on what people feel about, Hulk and everything else and the whole situation. Like, you want to see this happen because it plays out in a better way for them that it connects to future movies or, whatever happens going forward. I mean, it definitely gives it a real perspective for me and everybody else. Like, okay, we believe in this character, we believe in Hulk, we believe in Brandon, we believe in what they can do, and it's been long enough that why not do it? I mean, if we never get if we never get any of this, and we just got plain old Bruce Banner as scientist doing his thing and all that, that would be okay. I to a point, but people would rather see the vicious green monster come out, kicks him in his ass, and just fucking throw him out somewhere. It's just like that's what you need. If we got something different in comparison to what most people would assume it to be and not have that type of character into play, it would be useless to even try to give it the push that it needs. I mean, it would be a very sad time in the MCU. People would be very pissed and very upset. Like, how come we didn't get this version of Savage Hulk? How come we get the small one? What the hell happened? I mean, things like that would it actually happen? I don't know, hypothetical, but just saying, I think it would. You don't want such a bad version of a character in the MCU to fail. You want it to succeed to everybody's extent, and even look at the Red Hulk that Harrison Ford played. That was a Hulk that was vicious, was a badass, and we'll love it. If we ever see that character again, who knows if we do, who knows if we don't, I don't know. It depends on where they go from here with it. But to really get all this in ways that make me happy, make the fans happy, and everybody around the world, that would be something to at least look forward to. And whatever we get out of this, with Spider-Man Brand New Day and everything else going forward, I'm kind of curious to see what reaction that we get that's going to be. Like, this is fucking awesome, this is what we needed, this is about damn time that we get this type of, Savage Hulk that we need. It plays into other movies, we could get, World of Hulks, we could get, Wolverine vs. Hulk, who knows? Who knows when this is going to happen, who knows if this ever does, but we'll see. I mean, this definitely plays into a lot of stuff that can work for them in their favor, that people believe in this enough, like, okay, we need something to make this shit work, and I think this could happen. I mean, it depends on how you look at the situation of it in the and from a fan's perspective, because you want, a badass movie. You don't want something that's gonna really, like, put you to sleep, like, okay, I'm done. No, you want it to be glued to it 100%, and 100% it is. So we'll see where this goes, that gives it the push that it needs, and it's like, okay, let's go for it, let's see what we can do, let's push the limits as much as we can to an extent, and we'll see what people think. I believe in it enough that people are going to like this version of Hulk when we see it and when we get it. So again, it gives it a better, push now than waiting another time to do it. I believe in it enough, and I think people are going to be like, it's about damn time we got this type of character that we have not seen for a very long period of time. It's like, why not do it? I mean, if they went in a different direction with this, I don't think it would be better than what it could have been. It would be very critical not to think about, a Savage Hulk, a vicious type of character, because they did, they did power him down, in the Endgame and all that, so it kind of just leaves the door open for it, going forward. So I could definitely see a lot of things that give it the push and the kind of motivation that it needs for this character, that we need this. I mean, it depends on what and how vicious this can get. How far they can push the limit of evilness with this, and we'll see, but who knows? Anybody who knows, MCU characters have seen it from the beginning to where it's end, to where it was at. It definitely gives it a push that a lot of fans want to see. I mean, anybody who knows this would, freaking lose their shit. Like, oh, this is awesome. This is finally what we get as a character, and that's a push that it needed. And here you go. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what they can do to push the limits that should be pushed. So we'll see. So again, it's your boy Big G. Like and subscribe. Until then, peace.